What is up everyone and welcome back to my Red Bull Leipzig career. Last time out we played another 3 games. We ended up playing against Borussia Dortmund at the end. We lost in more or less the last minute, which was a little bit disappointing. However, we are still in 3rd in the league after 6 games. Today we're going to jump straight into the first match, as this is what we've got coming up next. It's against Stuttgart and hopefully we can come out with a victory. Jumping straight into the team selection, I didn't want to change that much up, seeing as we did play very well against Dortmund even though we ended up losing. As a result, I decided to play Serge Gnabry on the right wing instead of Massimo Bruno, and that was more or less it really, so let's jump straight into the game.
Hi there everybody, welcome to the match. Martin Tyler here, Alan Smith sitting alongside me.
Thank you Martin, looking forward to this.
Today's match, Leipzig, they face Stuttgart. Really anticipating something special from him here today.
That ball's his best friend when he receives it, and it's so difficult to get it off him. Look at the coaching manual, you don't defend like that. He's got caught too square to his man there.
Oh, in goes the cross. Heads it towards goal. He's shut up now. Very briefly by Alan McInally. There goes the cross. Manning, big goal! And in goes the cross. What a header and what a goal! Here's the shot. Great stop. But he's shut off now. Very good stop here. All the decisions that are difficult to get right on a regular basis offside. Crossed it well. The ball deserved perhaps a better response. Shots on! But they're trying hard to get him. Shots on here. He's missed it. Pineda. Now the shot. Challenging others. Oh, in goes the cross. Chucked it and inside the Get them.
So, not a bad start to the day. We managed to draw the first game against Stuttgart 1-1. Hopefully we can take this form into the next couple of games and see how well we can do. Anyway, up next it was time for another European fixture. Before we get into that next EuroLeague game, it was time for a training session. I'd be taking this session myself, so we'll jump into that in just a moment. Now that training is running in the background, this is probably the best time to actually get a bit of input from you guys. When FIFA 17 comes out, as we all know, I'm going to start another career at Red Bull Leipzig. But the thing is, who should we buy for the team? Because a lot of the players that I purchased this year, it would be good to buy them again, but players such as Marco Asensio, he's basically playing the key part in the Real Madrid team now. Balanta, he's moved to Basel, and then you have Jonathan Tah, who obviously is doing very well at Leverkusen, so he would be very difficult to tempt away. Then we have players such as Yuri Tielemans. I could go for him again. If any, he's probably the most likely. Then there's obviously Dan Bentley as well in goal, who I could go for, or I could go for a slightly better keeper. In fact, seeing as he has recently moved club as well, so I don't think I'd even be able to get him. Basically, I kind of need an idea of what players I should get and what positions I should get. I know that recently Leipzig have signed, I believe his name's Oliver Burke. He's a winger. He's Scottish. He was from the Championship actually over in England, and he's just moved over, so I doubt I'd need wingers. If I go by anything from the beta or the closed beta that I played, Marcel Sabitzer has actually moved to a centre attacking midfielder. Same with Massimo Bruno, and then Dominic Kaiser's actually moved to a right midfielder. So in terms of attacking midfielders, I don't think I'd need to sign anyone. Then in central midfield there's obviously Kaita now, so I'm not sure if I'd even need Tielemans. Up front there's new players as well. We still have Poulsen, obviously, there's Selke, and I can't remember the other guy who's just joined, but he's also there. Basically I'm thinking I might need a new goalkeeper and maybe another left back or centre back, but let me know. That's all I kind of need to know. It would be useful so I can get a bit of a head start when I start recording the gameplay when FIFA 17 comes out. Anyway, enough of me talking. This has brought us up to time for our next game. We're playing against Nacional in the Euro League, and in terms of positioning I decided to bring Massimo Bruno just behind the striker as an attacking midfielder. Also, Serge Gnabry moves out to the right, and we are actually playing Marcel Sabitzer up top for this game.
It is now match day 2 we've reached in the Euro League.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. 2 evenly matched sides, so won't be too much in it, I don't think.
Today's match, Leipzig against Nacional. Sides have had one Euro League game under their belt. This is their second now in the group stage. Here we go. Can he shut off now? Decent effort.
So there we go, a 2-0 win at home in the EuroLeague, which is very pleasing, and another really good free kick from Yuri Tielemans. I remember he did score one in the last episode as well, so that's very good to see that we can actually score those and take advantage of our set pieces. Now, if we go and have a quick look at the league tables, you'll be able to see that we've actually got a 4-point gap at the top of the group, which is extremely good, and I can't say I really expected it either. However, our last game of the group that we play is actually against Zenit before we play the return leg, so that should be more difficult, but we'll just see how we can do. Because we've only just played that European game, it means we have 2 games in close succession with the league game that we're just about to play. In terms of the squad that we're going to play, there's a bit of rotation. Selke is back up top, Bruno's moved back out to the right wing with Asensio at the tip of the midfield. In midfield, we've had to replace Tielemans and Kimmich with Florian Müller and Dominic Kaiser. Anyway, let's jump straight into the match and see how we can do.
Out of the professional game, retirement has been the talk.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't take that decision.
Clear it here. It's a good ball that could be in. Contest between these two as they jostle for possession. Can he shut off now? A chance! Here's the shot, and it just not.
Yeah, well, he's got no irons in the fire. Only he can tell you that. He doesn't see it.
Here's the shot. Chance came to money line. The shot's up. He just reached it up. And he could get away here. Shots on here. For Leipzig, a goal! That's a dreadful error. No wonder they celebrate. That is the equaliser.
There we have it, a 1-1 draw in our final match of the day. I'll admit it was probably my fault as I did pass out the ball, which meant their player got it and managed to score. It was a nice goal still, but it should have been prevented. Overall, it was a really good end-to-end game, seeing as there were quite a few offside goals as well. We'll still take a draw though, it's another point towards the league, and it was even better considering we were away from home. After the game, we actually received an email from Marcel Sabitzer saying that he wasn't happy at the moment at the club and that he wanted to get more game time. I think it was more of an accident that we actually haven't been able to give him that game time recently, but I'm sure we can give him the minutes on the pitch that he desires. A couple of days later, after we simulated one of the normal training sessions, Daniel Bentley actually sent us a request for a new contract. I thought I'd grant it to him as he's played well. I decided to offer just below what he wanted to see if he'd accept that. If not, we'll just up it in the future. Apart from that though, that will be all for today. I hope you did enjoy. We are coming to a close very soon with this FIFA 16 Red Bull Leipzig career. So remember to drop a like if you did enjoy it. Leave me a comment telling me whatever you think, whatever I should do, what players I should be buying in FIFA 17 when the game comes out. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next video.